Hey guys, Dr. Shoots here. Are y'all ready to finally see this ship put together? Alright, there are a few things to talk about. Last week, and I was actually working on this video, and I planned on posting it. Ran into audio issues, so I kind of didn't have time to be able to start all over again, due to me having to record my videos and my audio at the same time so that they match. I would have to basically start all over with both. And it's fine. I pushed it back and was able to work on it today. Well, today being next weekend. Alright, there's a few new things for everybody. Mod support has came out, and so I was kind of wondering about y'all's thought about. I'm most likely going to move forward with possibly using, modded ship parts, or just the ability to have cargo with less cargo units. And so I didn't know how y'all would feel about that. Like, to be able to manipulate, go further than 80 meters, and to be able to hopefully in the future add more things like engines if I wanted to have a look with an abundance of engines or whatever it is. I'm just thinking outside the box. I'm not sure what I would create later, but with mods, it's extended a lot further than what we're used to. Well, that's just a thought. I want to be able to push forward and use mods, and I was just wondering how y'all felt about that. If my builds will still most likely won't change much, I will still build stuff like this that's in front of me. I might sometimes dabble in the other parts, like mod parts, but I don't know if I will actually be happy with them enough to actually post them as YouTube videos. We will see. So it's just kind of up in the air right now. Alright, let's go ahead and get to it, dive into taking this thing apart. Alright, see you then. Alright guys, I'm back. Okay, you notice that I'm kind of leaving a bunch of parts still connected. We are going to disassemble these, but I left them connected to help me remember, because it's been a minute since I've messed with this ship, and I'm very forgetful. So this is mainly for me to try to help me make sure I remember where everything goes, and that helps me try to work forward to know where to do like glitches and whatnot for y'all to understand what order to place things. But this is the hab layout. I have the bay, about 3 hab sections back from the cabot bridge. Okay, and then I also have on the top connecting section for the cabot bridge 3 spines back. So that'll kind of help you. I don't know why I'm trying to help you remember. Never mind what I said. What I chose to connect to the bottom stairs of the cabot bridge was the control station, and right behind it I have a 1x1 NG companionway with the Hope 4 landing bay connected to it. So I kind of like having it to where you come into the small room, and then from this room we'll split off into different sections of the ship. So as soon as you enter the ship, facing forward on your right, I personally chose to have the armory, and then a workshop, And then on this side, I have the living quarters and a all-in-one berth. And then you go upstairs, you got your cabin, and then you go down the hallway into the captain's quarters. And yes, it does seem a little long of a walk, but the only reason I've done this is just for looks on the ship itself, to try to get this big chunk further back in the build. And then what I'm using for fuel, I'm doing just one 900T helium tank, the Gamma Drive J52, and the HC reactor. And if there's any modders out there watching, I highly doubt it, but if it's possible, I would like to mention, if someone could create a mod where the values of points for like engines, if we can like reduce those, just so I can have larger builds and just have a collection of the same engines that we use. Someone else mentioned to me about using M-class engines, but they just seemed, I don't know, like way too big, and I'm not sure if it'll work. I have to actually look into that mod. Anyways, back to the build. Sorry. Let's go ahead and move down this whole section. So we got the Cabot bridge, move it down, connect it. And then we'll move down our spines. We're going to have a total of 3 of those. And then whatever hab choices y'all choose, this is just the layout that it needs to be in the shape of. I mean, technically these could be fillers instead of habs. It could be something totally different. Like this build right here is just aesthetically. I had another type of build, another type of the same ship, to where I removed this all-in-one berth and replaced it with those, I forgot the name of them, but the rectangle cargo units. And I just kind of glitched them inside of each other and had them in these 2 slots. And you can go that route. You would need to invest in getting more landing gear of the NG-20s. You can just glitch them inside of each other and still reach what you want, but there's a few things that will have to change when in the build. Like you're going to hit the build limit, and you would have to get rid of like little things like this. I had to shorten this up, and I didn't have it blended into each other like with that Deimos piece right there. This was just sitting there. We can talk a little bit more about those things later. Like this build, the mobility is at 66, and that's because without thinking, I deleted too many engines, and I would have to go run and buy more, so I didn't. I just left it the way it was for now and just explained it in the video. Alright, what next? So let's go ahead, and we're going to start on mainly the focus on the center section of the ship and start on the bottom. I don't know. Yeah, okay. So I put the slim docker right here in front of the bay. Sometimes it's going to tell you that it doesn't work, and honestly, you can just ignore that and just continue building, and it'll actually go away on its own, or you replace the docker or replace this Deimos belly, like remove it and put it back on, and then the issue just fixes itself. Now we're going to place right in front of the bay this Deimos belly aft, in the aft position, and then have an Eculander 11 right in front of that Deimos piece. Let me fix my camera, sorry. Where am I? Alright, and then we place this here. This is the Teo cowling in the 4 position, and then this goes right on top of it. Now, I just realized before making this video, I guess I have a mod on that is allowing me to combine these parts without any issues. But for you, if you're not using whatever mod I'm using, I'm not sure how I'm doing this, but do the flip glitch and then press B, back out, and then select the ship, and you should notice that it's connected. Alright. Let's start with the left side. We're going to install this whole section right here. And what you're wanting to do is, I believe, start with this piece first. This is a Stroud Cap A. We're going to... Well, did y'all see that? What's going on? It's like, okay, the game just updated, and this is different. What I'm noticing is that I have to get closer to it and more precise for it to click in. That's odd. I mean, it's not bad. I can work with that, but that's different for me. We're gonna leave this piece out for when we do the bottom section. And I believe I told y'all we were gonna do the bottom first. And here I am completely going against that. Alright, okay, let's just go back to the bottom. Alright, excuse me for being, I guess, everywhere. So we're going to stick the Teo mid cap on the bottom right behind the, on the bottom behind the Cabot bridge. And then right in front of that, we're going to glitch in this part that should be red. It would not do this normally. And you would either do a flip glitch or a variation glitch. For this unit, a flip glitch would take longer, so variation would be quicker. You switch it over with the blue lines, switch it without blue lines, press B, and she will stay there. And if you're scared if it's not connected, because sometimes it does happen, you'll select the whole ship and make sure it's clicked in. And it is. Now, let's move on to pulling this out. And we're going to first put in this Deimos Skeg B right underneath that piece. And then you can put this in after, but we're going to go ahead and put it in now since the Stroud piece can flip. I'm going to put that right behind this is called the Deimos Skeg A in the aft position underneath. I didn't tell you, I have this mid cap. I like the stripe to give it a little difference between the three that are going to be sitting here. And this is in the center. And I kind of liked, after I blend this one in, this little divot here. This stripe kind of goes into that divot. I thought it looked neat, so that's what I did. Alright, now let's take this Stroud Cap A. This is in the aft position. To get this to click in, it's not going to be green. It's going to be red. And you're going to have to do the flip glitch. You can either do the variation glitch. I mean, you don't have to do the flip glitch. You have two choices, flip or variation. So, the flip, you press Y on Xbox. Variation on the D-pad, you press left or right. And there's a bunch of flip orientations, so I'm going to go through the I don't remember where I left off. My video stopped. Okay, so we're going to place this here. It will be red. And we're going to do the variation with the D-pad, left or right. So it's going to flip that way, flip it back, press B, and it'll stay. And now you can take your Teo braking engine. You're going to flip glitch this one. You put it in here, press Y, flip, press B. Now you backed out and it should be connected, but it never does on this build. See how it's not connected correctly? So I'm going to select the whole ship, press A, and what? Oh, that's weird. Okay, I'm gonna have to... For you it will work. I'm guessing because of my mod, it let it stay. So that's interesting. Okay, good to know. For you, as soon as you selected the ship and highlighted it and pressed A, it would automatically connect the correct way. It always has until today. Alright, now we're going to install this Teo med cap. And then we can install this Demo Skag B right there. And then this Demo Skag A facing forward, or I should say 4 position. Okay, then we will glitch this puppy in. That's crazy how it just connects. It's not in the right spot. There it goes. You will have to do the... Sorry, excuse me. Let's just... To make this go in, you'll have to do the variation or flip glitch. Now... Wait a minute. Oh, that's correct. Shouldn't have put that in yet. Because you got to put this in. Now we're going to take these Hope Tech Cap A and run them, 3 of them along this side, down the center, 1 hab unit back from the Cabot Bridge. And this is just for decoration. I place this in here. You got to do the flip glitch on it because it's blending into this this Hope Tech cap. Now we can take the Stroud Cap A. Place this in here. You're going to have to do the variation or flip glitch. And then press B and it'll go right in. And then this one goes underneath it. Do the same thing, variation flip glitch. And then press B, and she's accepted. Alright, now let's move on to the rear. We're going to take the Stroud Cap B. What am I doing? I did it again, guys. I ended up going back to doing the top instead of the rear. I hope y'all are following me easily and can keep up with my nonsense. Let's go ahead and get back to the bottom. It's not much. There's not much left. I chose to put the AccuLander 11s. It says it's facing the port side. This we're going to leave out. It's going to go here. Wait, what? Oh, okay. It's going to go here, but I'm going to glitch it into those landing gear that I'm kind of looking at right now. The NG20s. So we got to leave that out to be able to blend that in. And then behind that one, we are going to place another AccuLander in the port position. And then behind it, a Stroud Cap A. And this is almost the completed bottom section. Let's go ahead and run these landing gear up. We're going to go ahead and bring up both of them. Hopefully that won't mess y'all up. Fit right into place. There you go. Right on either side of the J52 Gamma grav drive. Now let's go ahead and blend this in. This you'll have to do a variation or flip glitch. The variation for this one would be quicker because there's a bunch of flips that you can do. So I would flip it over to the striped variation and then back over to the regular, and then press B and escape, and it should be in there. Alright, now let's get back up to the top. We will put in the very back. What? Oh, there we go. Put the Stroud Cap B on the furthest left side hab unit, furthest in the back. Then we're going to take this Stroud Nose Cap C in the port position, and it's going to fix here. You will have to do the flip glitch on this. So you just press Y again, press B to escape, and she will stay. Then in the center of all three of these connecting points, we will put the shield generator. That's going to be hidden later. Alright, that's the back section. Now what goes right here is this SAL 6830 engine. Now what I normally do if I want more than one, but I don't want more than one, if I want more than two, but I don't want it to be seen more, I hide them inside of each other. So I just press Y, and then you see how there's two of them there, and then I will select the whole ship, and she blends right in. And so, like, if you're trying to go for a look of only having two engines visible, then this is the route that I go. Alright, now on the inside of this Stroud piece, I put a Deimos Wing E connected to it in the starboard side, facing the starboard side. There you go. Oh, just to mention, the Pinch HZ reactor, these Hope Tech spines, the SAL 6830 engines, I believe all three of these are available at Hopetown in the Polvo solar system or the Polvo planet. Can't remember which one it was. But those should all three be available there. If you're into having mods, there's a mod that I have that is called All Ship Parts. It allows me to have every ship part at the outpost. Honestly, I think it's every shipbuilder, but I haven't really seen if that's true or not, or if I don't remember what it said in the description. But I do know I have everything here at my outpost, so it's really makes things a lot nicer. I don't have to travel. Makes things a little easier. Alright, let's go ahead and do the other side. This time I'm going to do things a lot quicker. And maybe mention here or there's, you know. But I will still do it piece by piece. No, I won't. We're going to put this in here. This goes in first, right behind the bottom of the Cabot Bridge, right behind it, and then this will go in front of it. You'll have to do the flipper variation glitch to get that to go in, and then this goes right here. And as you can see, I got one solid. The center is striped. and then the front is solid. You go ahead and place this if you want to. It will go. You just have to do the flip glitch, and then it won't seat to it correctly. There'll be a space here. Here, watch this. Let's just put it here. You can do the flip, and then when you press B, it always offsets. Don't know why it does that. And you select the whole ship, and it'll move over just like that. The last time it didn't do that, but it connected somehow. Interesting. Alright, let's go on to the next thing. Let's grab this piece that I told you about. We're gonna put that there. Gonna put this here. And I really kind of liked the idea of having you can't put these pieces two together like this. You see how they're touching? You will have to, one of these have to be flipped into position. Like you bring it in, press Y again, press B, and it'll stay there. But I thought this was a cool little idea, giving some shape to the ship by rounding it off right there. And sorry if I'm jerking around if that bugs you, but it gives you a walk space to get to the bay. And I just kind of like the way it looked underneath of the ship. Gave it character. This is going to have to be flip glitched in, or variation glitch, whichever you choose. This will have to be flip glitched in as well. Alright, let's get the legs in. Remember, I put the NG20 in the center of these two, and then I'm going to blend a Stroud piece in to make that kind of match. That, of course, will have to be glitched in. Flipping or variation, and then press B to escape. Now, got to mention, these NG20s, if you don't know where they come from, they are on Titan in the Sol system. The Titan in the Sol system is where you buy this Cabot bridge as well. They sell the NG20s, and they sell another NG something else. It's a different landing gear. It can come with or without those braking engines on them. They're actually a really cool landing gear. I like the way they look. Alright, let's get on the top section now. For y'all, you would need to start with these Hope Tech Hope Tech caps. Let's put these three in. Grabbing both of these, snap those right in there. Let's go ahead and install this shielded cargo as well. And you have to flip that in, press B to escape. Hope that doesn't annoy y'all that I keep repeating that. There's some people that while they're building it's hard to remember what's going on and they struggle with it, so I'm just wanting to make sure that everyone is on board. Trying to make this as easy for y'all as possible. And me jerking around, I hope that doesn't bug y'all too much. Like, it bugs me when I watch other videos when they're jerking around, but I do it myself. It's like, really? It's because my mind is like somewhere else while I'm trying to explain this and build it. Okay, this piece would not be green. You would have to flip glitch it into place. And so variation or flip. Variation would be the quicker choice. And then we're going to put this one right on the bottom behind the Cabot bridge. You would have to, of course, flip this into place too, or variation glitch it into place. Now, to mention, anyone that hasn't built a ship blending things into the bottom sides of this Cabot bridge, what you want to do is, if you notice, if I remove this piece, see how it's empty right there? You don't want anything there if you're wanting to, on the inside, not have any major clipping. There still will be slight clipping from this piece and this piece. It's going to be very minor. Well, to me, I feel it's minor. It'll pop through the stairway on either side, just a little bit. Honestly, if it's a dark color and you're just running through the ship, you won't even notice it. Or I don't. I forget that it's there. Now let's place the South 6830 right on back here. And then to top it off with the Deimos Wing E facing port. Okay, so now we can move on up to the next level. No, we can't. Not necessarily the next level because of this piece. This piece is really hard to get in. I got aggravated trying to figure it out for a second. It took me a minute because I wasn't just fighting trying to get it in there, but I was fighting a glitch way to get it in there. And so what I ended up doing was clipping it here. And then I deleted some parts off the ship. And I'm not sure what I deleted, but I believe it was here. Let me fix my, if you don't mind, give me a minute. Fix my camera. It was getting wonky. I believe I deleted some of these Stroud pieces, probably like here, or the ones that I'm looking at right here, like these pieces, because I can always bring those back easily and just snap them onto the ship. So I'm going to show you how to do that. Even though I have a glitch to where I can just literally put it in there, you will not be able to do that without mods. So clicker up top, grab you anything with all 9 sides. 9, right? So that's 4, 5, 6 sides. I'm an idiot. Never mind. But grab something with all 6 sides available. So when you press Y, what? Why is it doing that? Okay, now I gotta explain. When you press Y, it's either going to move it up on top or it will move it down bottom. So figure out which way it's going to go. If it goes up top, go ahead and produce it, click it there. So you have 2 now. Now what you want to do is highlight the piece that you want to move down. And then come over to the bottom one, and press duplicate. And it should be the Y on Xbox. I don't know what it is on PC, but press Y and it will move down. But obviously with this something I have on my game, it's not doing it anymore. So it's messing me up. But just it'll duplicate down, and then you would hit accept. And then now you can delete this part, and that part will be down there. It'll be in the right place, but you want to make sure it's connected. So highlight the whole ship and click A, and she will snap right in. Then you can just delete all these parts. I hope I explained that correctly. And if not, just let me know in the comments. I'm going to move forward on here. So let's take these Stroud pieces. We're going to put this one perfectly in. Oh yeah, forgot I put this here. My bad. Have this on the lined up with that Stroud nose cap. See? Yeah. And then we're going to bring down this Stroud cowling. You're going to have to variation or flip glitch this piece in due to the shield that we're hiding. Let's go up. This piece is going to come down and connect right above that engine. And there you go, that is that part. Now all these fancy giblets. Okay. Now this piece will have to be flipped in. Then we'll go through and connect all these last. So let's go ahead and move the other side strout pieces down. No flipping, glitching, or nothing involved. You just need to place them. Now we should. This part is another difficult part that I'll be able to explain. So before we bring any of these into the build, let's take this, the pinched HZ reactor, move it down one hab. Just move it down. When you go to install the 8Z reactor or purchase it, you're going to need to do it at a place that you can duplicate this reactor. You need to be able to duplicate it. And when you duplicate it, it's going to automatically move up one and connect to this point. And that's what you need. For me, it's not going to do that because of this dumb mod that I'm working with. That it's actually nice. I actually like it. I'm going to have to rework how to use this and remember that not everyone can do this. But, oops, went up too high. So now what we're going to do is we're going to bring down this engine looking thing. It's called a HopeTech radiator. And you place a Deimos Skag B on the bottom of it. And then you come over to the HZ reactor, press Y to duplicate, and it'll move up into it and glitch itself inside of it, and then you delete the bottom one. So what would happen is I press I press Y to duplicate, and it'll move up to this spot, and it will be green, and you can just click it click A to accept, and then delete the bottom one. And then you would have that glitched into each other. And then now we can just continue with the rest. Just snap that right in. You're going to grab a Skag A and put it on the bottom of this one. And now here comes another fun part. I got to blend this into this piece. And so you'll have to place it here and do the variation. Well, I mean, no variation, sorry. The flip glitch only, I think, because it doesn't have variations. So you got to flip it about 20 times. I'm exaggerating, but flip it until it gets into this position. And then we'll bring down a HopeTech pipes in the aft position. And then bring this down first before you add the next HopeTech pipes. Clip it on the bottom of this HopeTech pipes, and then this piece can flip. So it's going to be red. It's going to clip in but be red, and you'll have to press Y to flip it this direction, and then press B. And that is what I did there for just extra detailing, you know, something different. Alright, now let's grab this Stroud braking engine. We're going to clip that right on front of that engine mount. Now I got to fix my camera again. Okay. Alright, that's not bad. Alright, now I put a Deimos spine F in the 4 position, and I glitched it into the braking engine. And all you got to do that is place it in the spot that you want it. It should click in since the braking engine doesn't connect on the bottom. And just do a flip and press B to escape it. It should go right in. And then I take a Deimos spine D in the 4 position, connect that right in front. And then take a Deimos spine A, put it right in front of that piece. And now the whole top connection is completely finished. The bottom is finished. You have the whole center of the ship complete. It still looks neat, but it looks funny looking without the wings. Alright, the wings themselves are completely aesthetic. There is nothing purposeful here besides the engines. And of course this being like a little storage closet room, whatever you want to call it. So I have weapons on the bottom of this piece of the Nova Cowlings, and I have weapons blended in here. I am going to show you how to build one of these wings and kind of just slap the other one on, because it's not easy doing this. But what I do to one of them is identical, just flipped with the parts that you see on top. Everything else inside will be identical, besides the Nova wing will be flipped in a different direction, of course in the opposite direction, just like these Stroud pieces. So let's go ahead and get our wings set up. We're going to place the Nova Cowling 2LPA right here on the back furthest hab unit. Or unless you chose to replace that with the cargo units, it doesn't matter. It's the same. Okay, let's see. The Nova Galactic storage room goes here. Sorry, I'm thinking. Kind of lose track. Okay, so I'll put a Nova wing here, and this one, you have to do the flip glitch. Oops. Have to do the flip glitch to connect it to this hab unit. So you set it here, flip it, press B, and then it'll stay there, but it's not connected, and you select the whole ship, and then boom. See how it connected like that? And then there you go. This will go on last. We're going to flip this in. Let's just pull this out of the way. Let me see how much time I got so I can kind of judge. Oh, it's almost over. So, alright, I'm back. Let's start on this wing. Let's get this thing taken apart for you. Oh, man, jerky. I guess let's put it back over here. So, Lord, why is it doing that? I'm zoomed in all the way, so it shouldn't be so crazy. I have the auto Hellion beams. I've got 2 of them on the ship, and 2 280C missile launchers. Sorry, I can't pronounce that very well, probably. Doing a terrible job at it. Alright, so I think what should we start with is this wing. I believe so. So you're going to take this wing and then take this engine mount. Why did I say engine? Equipment plate. The equipment plate you're going to need to do in a special way. First off, you can't even have it with us. Like, you don't even want it in the build area. What we're going to do is something weird. Not weird, just different than usual. You're going to take something like this that has all 6 sides available, and you're going to duplicate a hab unit on the bottom, and so when you go to duplicate this next, it's going to automatically come up top, and that's what we need. So you're going to highlight this missile launcher or whatever gun you choose. It really doesn't matter. I just chose this setup so I can have a lot of power with not very many weapons. So this is just an idea that I had. There might be a better one out there, but this is what I chose. All right, back to this. The goal here is to duplicate this up, and then you can delete the bottom hab. So you have 2 left. Delete the bottom gun. Now at the bottom of this gun, you're going to come down and look at it. Something that a lot of people don't know they can do on the Xbox is hold down both triggers, your LT and your RT at the same time, and then press A. And now go to structures, go down to equipment plate, press A, and then now you have an equipment plate connected to the gun. And then you're going to highlight the equipment plate. It's going to also highlight the weapon, and then duplicate it down. And then you are set. Delete this piece, delete that piece, and you're all good right here. So let's pretend that let's pretend I did that. And it was blue already. That did not do what I was hoping it would do. Wait, what's going on? Excuse me, guys. Alright, so let's just pretend that we've done all that and then we painted that blue. And so all this should be what you have now. This is what it should look like. And then with this, we would be able to continue to go further by taking this. I'm trying to remember everything. But what you want to do is, take this, and we're going to connect it to that weapon plate. And of course you'll see it kind of like, it's going to highlight red, but it's there. Highlight red, you have to do a flip glitch, and then flip it back into place and press B. It should stay. You can just select the whole ship, make sure it connected. Now I'm trying to remember the next step that I did. I believe I took... No. Sorry guys, I'm trying to remember. What I can do is go ahead and take this piece, and we're going to flip this here. Wait, no, you dumb. Alright. Flip this and the straw cowling to the 1LAPT position. Press B to escape. Select the ship, and then it connects into the right location, the right spot. And what it connects to is that porthole that I did not tell you to get I meant to tell you it was a porthole that we were installing on the bottom of that weapon mount. Okay? And then we will go ahead and bring over these Stroud pieces. I'm trying to remember. How do I connect the Deimos section? Darn it. This is why I hate taking so long to... it's been a while since I made the dang thing. We're going to experiment. Darn it. Let go of it. We're going to experiment for a minute, so maybe I can figure this out with you to help you. Try placing... Let's try... What we're going to do is place the... Sorry for jerking around. Place the weapon mount right here in the back center of this spine, this Deimos Spine C. We're going to place that right there where that weapon is. We're going to try and connect it to that. It's hard to see, guys. And then you're going to have to do the flip glitch and then try to connect it. I'm trying to remember, how did I do this? Alright, I'm back. I was playing around with some of this mismatchy stuff. Okay, so this is just here. Let's pull this off to the side. We're going to grab something that we can connect stuff to. Preferably, probably go ahead and get something with 6 sides just in case. But go ahead and snap 2 pieces here. Something just to work off of. We're going to use these as templates to get this to go in the right place. What you're going to do is place it here to connect to that tab. See, this is where... It's not what I did. But I think this will work. What we're going to do... Move this forward. Right underneath that connection. So you'll have it centered. Let's come back. Okay, I have that part centered. And this should work. So we're going to highlight this piece. Let's back out. Let's pull something over here. Put some on top, and then we're going to duplicate this down. So now we're going to highlight this because we're duplicating that gun down. Just like that. Delete the top one. Now let's make sure that Deimos Spine is connected to all of this junk. Pretty sure it is. And it is. Okay, so you got to get the Deimos Spine C in place. It's got to be in place, get it centered and nice, right above that hook point. And when you bring the gun down, it's going to automatically connect to the weapon plate. It's going to connect to the Nova wing port, and it's going to connect to the Deimos Spine all at the same time. And they're all sharing the connection. Then you can bring in the rest of your stuff. Let's go ahead, you put a landing gear on the bottom of this. The reason why you want to make sure that this is at the correct height level with the rest of the ship, like one hab unit down, basically on the same level as this hab unit, is because the landing gear have to be at the same height as the other landing gear. It's got to match up. Now you can do whatever you want with this wing. You don't even have to have it hooked up the way I'm about to. I wanted the gap to be closer together, so I'm choosing to hook to this equipment plate on purpose to lower it. And then I have this hooked here to move the bottom forward so that they're not level with each other. One is further back than the bottom. The bottom is further forward than the top. And you will see that here in a minute. So let's get this right on that weapon plate. You're going to do your flip glitch or variation. And then press B to escape, and it should fix right in. You click the ship and it will attach. And then it's on that weapon plate and it'll stay. It'll be good. Bring your Stroud Cap A. Bring it to the front. Bring your Stroud. You can bring the Stroud or the Nova Breaker. No matter what, one of them you're going to have to do a glitch. So this one, if you bring it in second, you would have to do the flip glitch and then snap it in by pressing B or escape. Or if you wanted to do it this way, put this piece in, it'll turn red, and just do variation, flip it forward, flip it the other way, press B, and then it should clip right in. And then all you gotta do with this part is just snap these suckers in with no issues. And that's how I made these wings. It's a little bit tedious when working with those Deimos part, with that Deimos part kind of just hovering it in there. I get that. You can kind of get your side-to-side connection by putting those, something to build off of. You connect it to this storage unit. Connect it here and then connect one to the side of that in place of this landing gear. And then when you do that, you'll place the Deimos spine on top of that piece that you put there. Do the flip glitch to make it stay. And then grab it and pull it forward until the gun mount is level right underneath that weapon. Right, oops, take a minute. Alright, right underneath this, right in the center of it. So it will still connect if it's not perfectly center, but you will notice that this whole bottom section would be not level with the top. Because I could off-center it and make it come in a little bit, or I could make it come out a little bit. It's honestly a preference of choice if you want. You can even play with this going forward and back by just how you place, and then how you place this. It doesn't have to be exactly center if you don't want it to be. And then you will duplicate down the weapon and it will connect to everything. And there you go. That is basically the ship. The rest of this I can just paste Nova cowling in the back on the most rear hab. Storeroom. Storage. It is called a storeroom. Yeah, Nova Galactic storeroom, 1x1. Place that there. The next one you flip. Do the flip glitch. You just go flippity flop. Place. And then it'll get stuck there. It'll be not correct. So you select the whole ship. And then it is correct. I hope that y'all are okay with figuring that out. I mean, that I did that correctly, or did it good enough to where y'all understood what I was doing. If not, y'all just message me in the comments below. Don't hesitate to ask any questions in the comments. And if y'all need a little bit more information on what I did here, I might dedicate a short little video on just kind of setting this up a little bit more in depth about it, because it is difficult. It's hard. It's not easy. Depending on what you're wanting to do, like me, I wanted it to be precisely centered, but as you can tell right here, that ain't centered. It's slightly off a little bit. And you know what? Who cares? I'm not going to sit here and take it apart and try to get it perfect. Honestly, from a distance, you can't even tell. So even if it all is slightly off a little bit, it's not that big of a deal. I really love the shape of these wings, like taking these Nova wings and then putting them in this position like this, and then having it taper off the side. It looks good. It's neat. And then, like I said earlier, what I did to have more storage room is I deleted this hab and I put... Did I pass it? No, I did, didn't I? Cargo. Come down here to... Nope. There it is. Alright, so I brought this in, and I would, I placed one... Get in there. I placed one here, and I placed another here, and then if you want more, just duplicate it in there, grab the ship, connect. Duplicate another, grab the ship, and then it connects, press accept. So now I have a total of 4 right here. Don't look at my cargo. As you can see, it says 80,000. That's a mod. That's a lie for anyone not using. So 4 of those would have got me around, what is it, guys? Isn't it like 4 of them would probably equal around 6? Is it 6,000? I could be wrong, but I think I put 6 total of those cargo units, and I have around close to 8,000 to 9,000 total. I used to. Now I don't have to worry about it at all with the mod. I just put 1 and get 20,000. That's plenty for me. I hope I did good on this video. I hope y'all enjoyed it. I really do appreciate y'all sticking till the end and watching my videos. You know, you can rebuild this ship if you want. It doesn't have to be exactly like this. You can literally change, do whatever you want, whatever you see or think is better for either your gameplay or your looks, whatever it is that you're wanting to do. Again, thank you, and you know what? No. Let's take it for a spin. Let's go watch us a leaving animation. Oh, it looks better from the sides. You can walk through that little V shape right there. But we're going to walk around the side. To be honest, I think this is going to be one of my longest videos I've made. And it's probably all due to this dang wing being a little harder to build. I wish I can fill in that little gap. If y'all have any ideas, let me know. I couldn't think or find anything. But I thought it was kind of neat looking. You kind of come underneath the ship.
I hope you're having a good day.
Alright. Let's go ahead and, we're going to board. We'll walk around a little bit. Alright, so we enter. This is towards the front. These are towards the back. So this side should be the living quarters with the storage room and then the all-in-one berth. Yes, it's empty. I was going to try to dabble into interior designing. And this is an armory that's empty with a workshop that is not empty. Now let's go up front. This is the docker. This is what I was talking about. I glitched into the stairs. Now, if the blue wasn't here and this white checkered or silver checkered wasn't here, this would not be very noticeable when running through here. And then you will notice this is here. And this is because of that shroud piece right behind the cab. No big deal. You can walk through it. I don't normally like having glitched in parts like this. This is a choice you don't have to do. You could change it, but I went ahead and kept it because I really liked what the Hope Tech spines looked like running down the center of the ship. And then, of course, I wanted my captain's quarters. I mean, gotta have that connected to the top of this bridge. Now let's look at some flying off animation. How long do I have? I got enough time. Let's hold down Y as soon as it lets me.
We're in orbit. What next?
All right. And there you go. She's all done in her glory. I don't know. But I hope y'all enjoyed the video. I would like to mention you can find me on Reddit. If you are interested in seeing me on Reddit, just shoot a comment down below and I'll try to go figure out what my account name is. You can't change it. It is what it is when you create it. But just shoot it down below and I'll send you, or I'll put it in the comments below, whichever my Reddit name, if y'all are interested. I try to post all my builds in there, and I might post random stuff I do in between my videos that y'all don't see on YouTube, so didn't know if y'all would be interested in that or not. Okay, guys, y'all be good. Thank y'all again. Bye-bye.